goddamn garbanzo beans.
Hey guys, so hello. It's been quite a while since I have sat down to record a video. I've been doing a lot of vlogging and I'm like used to holding the camera out like this, but today I wanted to switch it up and just do a very old school sit down where I share with you what has been going on in my life because it's been a while. As you can see, new hair, who this, new background, who this. There's been a lot happening and I intended to share a lot more through the vlogs, but I didn't. So go ahead and grab your tea or grab your snacks and let's talk. Okay, so what has been going on? So the last video that you all saw that I posted was, let me just pull it up because I don't remember because it's been that long. The last video that you guys saw from me was about a month ago, and that was the second part of the road trip from New Jersey to LA. I have now been in LA for almost 3 months and I absolutely love it. Like, I'm so happy that I moved here. I guess this video will just be the first of many if you guys have more questions for me, because I really do want to kind of spend some time talking about what's been going on, but really like updating you on my faith journey, because that's something that I explicitly have not talked about in a while. So if you have specific questions about like LA or about moving or anything like that, just leave it in the comment section and we can talk. So as far as my hair goes, I don't actually know if I have enough footage to make a whole vlog on it. So if I don't, you'll see it in this video, but I got my hair pressed. As you can see, I got a silk press and a trim, and my hair has grown quite a bit. Like, we are basically at bra strap length. And yeah, here we are. I love the results of the silk press. It's only been 1 week so far, but I'm very not used to having my hair be so straight, and even when I put pin curls in it, it just doesn't, it's not giving me the volume that I want. So it's cute, it's a look, but it's giving me like high school Fatima vibes. Like, this is exactly how I used to wear my hair when I was in high school, except it was a lot more damaged. So yeah, it's cute and it's different, but it's definitely not like my ideal straight hair look. Something I can say though, like, this weather has been so good to my hair, because usually when I straighten my hair, especially in the summertime, it's like it'll be straight like this for maybe like a day, and then once the humidity hits it, it just expands and expands, and that's how I usually get, you know, the bigger curls, like the loose body and stuff. But I haven't been able to achieve that look because my hair is still very straight. Like, my hair, there's no humidity here, like 0 humidity, which is great for some reasons, terrible for others. But I find that with my hair, it's been kind of bittersweet, because it's like, okay, I like that I can get a longer press out of this, but it's not giving me the versatility that I'm used to with straight hair. Like, when I was in Miami, maybe I'll insert a picture, my hair expanded in like a day and I was able to get these beautiful luscious curls. So here we are. Anyway, so yes, LA. So I absolutely love being here. The last like 2.5 months have been such a journey for me, like internally, and I've tried to document a lot of those moments via my vlogs that you will be seeing. I really tried to document like what has been going on with me mentally, but it's been a lot. Like, it's been a lot of just stretching and growing. Like, I knew when I was moving here that God was really, you know, putting me on this new path and this new journey, and that I was going to be stretched and I was going to be tested, and that's exactly what happened. I think the first month that I was here, I stayed in an area called the Valley, so I was a little further away from everything, and that I think was very needed because it gave me the time to just reflect on what was going on in my life. It gave me the time to just be with myself and with my thoughts and to really reconnect to God. I noticed that before I left here, I wasn't the most connected to God as I could have been. And so loud over here. I cannot wait to move from this area. It's so freaking loud. But yeah, I noticed that my relationship with God just was not where it needed to be. And I actually talked about this in my podcast. If you don't know, I have a podcast called the Soul Beauty Chat that you should totally be subscribed to. I broke my nail. Don't touch me. These are my nails, by the way, but I broke this one. Yeah, I talked about that on my podcast of how my relationship with God just was not where it needed to be. And I think that first month here was just really me reconnecting with God. I spent so much time just crying and praying and studying. I really felt like I went through like a period of isolation in a way because I was so far away from everything. I wasn't like tapped into church yet. I wasn't making like friends and stuff really because I just was in this little like bubble. I was in this little like cocoon where it was just like just me and God. And you know, I did some fun stuff here and there like on the weekends and stuff, but it was really like slow. It was like a very slow month, and it was really just focused on me and God just coming back together. And that wasn't, I won't even say that was really intentional. That's just how it turned out to be. And then my second month, I moved to West Hollywood, which is where I am now, to this beautiful apartment. And I just think it's so funny how God works, because the apartment that I've been staying in for the last like month and a half, literally, if I had come here any other time, I probably wouldn't be here in this moment. But this apartment is actually belongs to an old coworker from back in New York. And we worked together maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And we stayed in touch. You know, I saw she moved out here a few years ago and we kept in touch. It just randomly, I happened to reach out to her and say, hey, you know, I noticed a few months ago you had your apartment posted in a Facebook group as renting. Not sure if you're still renting it, but if so, I would love to rent it. And lo and behold, she was. I've been staying in this beautiful space, just filled with beautiful light and beautiful plants like right outside the window, just like palm trees, and it's just gorgeous. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous neighborhood, beautiful apartment. It's been such a homey vibe here. As I said earlier though, I am excited to leave because this area can be a little noisy sometimes. Like, it's just so loud. I find like helicopters and the traffic and like the people, like when people, literally if people are outside right now, like probably hear my whole conversation. I just feel like it's just so conversation, like I'm talking to someone else. I mean, I'm talking to you, but it's not a conversation right now. But yeah, it just feels like it's so close. Everything feels so close together, and that's something I actually really miss about the valley. Was I stayed in like a house, and it was like a garage and a backyard and very peaceful and tranquil, and it wasn't like everything wasn't piled on top of each other. So yeah, so that was my first month. My second month has been here, and I would say my second month and a month and a half has really been all about just putting myself out there. I've been having so much fun. I've been going to so many awesome events and meeting so many amazing people, and I really want to make either a video or a podcast about how to make friends as an adult, because I am just, one of my biggest fears when I was planning to move here was that I was going to be lonely. And that's because, not because I'm afraid of being alone, because you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, you know I do things by myself all the time. But it's one thing to choose to do something alone. It's a difference when you don't have anyone to ask to do something with you. You know, like that is a different feeling. And I remember when I was researching, you know, moving to LA and what to expect, so many people just kept saying, LA is such a lonely city. It's such a lonely city. It's so lonely. You're going to be so lonely. It's so hard to make friends. And I was just like, I don't want to be lonely. So I remember one of the affirmations that I set for myself before moving here was, I am divinely supported. And I remember I was very like focused on just connecting with those friendships, you know, like I was just trusting and believing God that the friendships and relationships that God had ordained for me out here would manifest themselves, you know, and I was confident that energetically I was ready to attract blessings in the form of an amazing job, in the form of amazing friends, in the form of amazing partnerships. And God has really just, he's delivered, as always. Like, God has delivered. And granted, like, it's only been like 2.5 months, so I don't have tons of friends and like people that I'm like super tight to, but I do see the opportunity for that. Like, people that I've been meeting and been interacting with have been so open to being friends and to connecting, and it's been so much easier than I anticipated. I've met some amazing women that literally are so inspiring, and I feel like being here is like I almost have this energy of like, not like, I don't feel like I'm trying to keep up with anyone, but I genuinely feel inspired to continue following my purpose, because this is a place where so many people come to follow their dreams and to work towards their passion. So when I'm connecting with all these inspiring men and women and they're telling me about what they're working on and their businesses and their workshops, it's like, yeah, like you can do this, I can do this, and we can help each other do this. And it's so cool to see this community of women that are just helping each other build whatever it is that they're building. It's just so inspiring, and I feel like this energy and momentum is something that I didn't feel back home. And it could just very well be because, you know, home was like where family and friends were, and work was in New York, so there wasn't the energy of connection and opportunity for me, at least. Even though New York is the place of opportunity for a lot of people, for me it didn't feel that way because I had been there for so long. So I think it had kind of lost a little bit of the spark for me. So like I said, this month has been all about just putting myself out there, being very focused and intentional about my purpose and about my walk with God. And like, if you've been following me online, you know, like the Soul Beauty Chat community has been popping lately because your girl has been tunnel vision focused. I just landed a job offer that I'm so excited about. Amazing company, amazing team, and I just feel so blessed and grateful. And like, I had a conversation with my friend Lotus yesterday, and we were talking about how God's support and love for us is so rich and abundant that even in our mind where we are concerned about what if I'm making the wrong decision, that if we're making, she said to me, if you're making a decision with pure intentions and with God in mind, you can't go wrong, you can't fail. And that's so true. And it just impacted me and inspired me so much, just to almost take that stress off of myself of I have to make the right decision, I have to do the right thing, I have to get this perfect, where it's like, that's where God's grace comes in. So even if, you know, you do take a turn or you make a decision that leads to a different part in the path, it may be a detour, it may be a shortcut, but you're still going in the direction because God knows the plan. God sees the full picture even when we don't. And I've really just been resting in that lately, and I'm just genuinely very, very happy. In a few weeks, in 2 weeks actually, I'm gonna be moving out of this apartment. And is it 2 weeks? No, like a week, like 11 days. So that's not really a week and a half, but so at the end of this month, I'm going to be moving into a new neighborhood and a new apartment, and it's not going to be my own yet. I'm still, you know, working towards that. I'm so excited for that though, once I get to that point of actually getting my own place and really making it feel like home. But, or actually it may be, I take that back, because you never know what God is up to, and I'm totally believing that that could change in an instant. So yeah, so I am just checking in to let you guys know, faith-wise, what's been going on with me and just life-wise. So I guess this is like a little life update situation. One other thing I want to mention before my camera runs out of space is that if you don't know, I have a podcast, and on my podcast I really dive deep into a lot of things about my journey, and now that I've been here, I've been feeling so inspired to take it up a notch. So you want to make sure you stay tuned to my podcast, which is Soul Beauty Chat, on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, all those other podcast devices, but those are the main ones. And make sure you subscribe, because I really don't view my YouTube channel as really like as a part of my business, or a part of like, it really is just kind of a hobby for me, which is why you guys notice like I don't post on a regular basis anymore. Most of my content is vlogs. It's just, that's what works for me. When I try to make YouTube a thing and make money from it and do all of that, it's like not fun. So yeah, YouTube is just like, I share bits and pieces of my journey here and there. But if you really want to stay up to date, follow my Instagram and follow my podcast, because that is where not only do I share my experiences, but I give you very practical advice that you can apply to your life as well. So thank you so much for watching, for checking in. I appreciate all of my OG subscribers that, you know, genuinely just support everything that I do. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to connecting, working with you. And if you're in LA, but yeah, if you're in LA, having you at one of my future events. So make sure you stay connected, and also comment down below and let me know what's going on with you in your faith journey. Also, one last thing I want to mention: if you enjoyed the video that I posted with my sister and life coach, Waikia Hayward, she's a certified professional life coach. We are actually working on a course together, an online course that you can register for if you're interested. It's all about abundant living, so really transforming your mindset, shifting your mindset so that you can live a life of abundance in Christ. And if that's something that you're interested in, information is down below. I'm living abundantly. Yes, I'm receiving all those abundant blessings, and I'm so excited to share this course with you so that you can live an abundant life as well. So thank you so much again for watching, and I will talk to you and see you very, very soon. Love you. Bye.